As many of you
Sure.
have seen or heard, there's a young man who became rather well known at General Conference. Last session on Sunday, he stood up and smiled at the camera. And we here at LDS Friends decided to track him down. His name is Dan Smith. He's from Melbourne, Australia, and he's agreed to do a video interview with us. Hello, Dan. How are you?
I'm very well, yourself?
I can't complain. We really appreciate you doing this. So, why don't you tell us exactly the circumstances around what happened at General Conference that made everyone notice you?
Well, um, well, it was really after the prayer. After the prayer, I just got up and I noticed on the two big screens either side, I saw the back of my head and I'm like, is that me? So I shook my head a bit and then just turned around and smiled at the camera. So I thought that was the thing to do. Obviously, some people didn't like it, but you get the good with the bad, I guess.
Well, let me put in this clip here for those that didn't see you do this, so hold on one second. Okay. So, was this a prank on your end?
No, no, it wasn't. It was all spontaneous.
Okay.
I just, yeah, it just came to me, split second decision, so I took it.
All right. Did you expect that you'd be such a big deal?
Absolutely not. I really didn't realise it was being broadcast over America, so
Okay.
I did.
What of your LDS friends and your family? What are their thoughts about this?
Yeah, they think it's all pretty funny.
Yeah, I noticed on your Facebook profile that there was definitely your friends were sharing all of the pictures that were being passed around. I noticed also on the YouTube channel, was that your dad that was commenting on some of those videos?
No, no, it wasn't.
Oh, okay. There was a comment that said, "Now I know where my son was during conference." So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, guess it's not your dad. Uh,
No.
were you there with your family at General Conference?
Yeah, mum and dad were right beside me during
Okay.
during the whole
And
thing.
did they think it was funny as well?
Well, yeah, dad did. Mum told me to get out of the way of the camera. So,
So, with all that has happened, what has been the funniest comment that someone has said to you or written to you on the internet, YouTube, Facebook?
well, probably there's not a funny one, but just the whole commenting thing altogether is pretty funny.
Yeah, it's definitely caused a storm. Have you
That's it.
read any of the mean comments?
Yeah, I've read a couple. So, but you got to take the good with the bad.
All right, any that come to mind? Or what was the meanest one that you read?
Well, can't really remember the exact words, but yeah, it wasn't really that mean. It was just his point of view. So,
Okay. So now I know that you've had the opportunity to look at the general conference posters that we created on LDS Friends. However, for those that are just tuning in, what we did is we took the picture of Dan smiling at the camera and created captions underneath. And then we posted it to our website and encouraged our readers to send in their own captions of Dan's moment of fame. Here is one of the more popular posters. However, we're not the only ones creating these posters. I know I send over to you this one right here of your face on the ensign cover. So, Dan, we need you to settle a debate that's going on over at LDS Friends. Most
sure.
people like the posters, but several saints are worried that it may be offensive to you. Is this the case?
Nah, not at all. Well, it's all good fun, I guess.
Okay. So you've had a chance to take a look at the posters. What is your favorite and what is your least favorite of the two?
Favorite one would probably be not mum's idea of seeing his son with the prophet. I thought that was pretty funny.
Least favorite?
Probably because I'm not from Utah, but the Jimmer one,
The what?
the Jimmer,
Oh, yeah.
the
Yeah,
Jimmer poster, and probably he probably went to you, so
gotcha.
I didn't get him. So
Yeah. Yeah, Jimmer's pretty big deal out here in the States and particularly in Utah. Okay, so enough about the posters. I'm curious if President Monson contacted you or someone from the church got in touch with you after doing that.
President Monson, definitely not. Um, there was a guy that was in charge of filming it. He sent me an email about it.
So a guy from conference, how did he get a hold of you? How did he get your email?
That's what I've been trying to figure out. So don't know.
All right. Well,
Obviously, detective work.
yeah, pulled up your member record. Um,
Yeah.
so it's definitely been a huge reaction in the LDS community over you simply just smiling at the camera. I want to show our viewers our site traffic after we posted you on our website. So let me pull this up here. As you can see, there is a massive spike. We average around 50 to 100 people coming to LDS Friends a day. The first day that we posted this, it was my wife and I, after seeing your smile, we decided to do this. It was like 15 minutes after a conference, and that day we had 1,000 visitors come, and then on Monday we had 7,000 visitors come. And in total, in a week's time, we've had close to 25,000 visitors come just to see your smiling mug. So I don't know if you're aware of this, but you've become kind of a big deal in the LDS community. So I have to ask this for the ladies, and I'm not kidding, I've had several ask me this, are you married?
No, I'm not.
You're not. Okay. Do you
No.
want to be? Because
Awesome.
there's been quite a few comments online. I gotta read just three of my favorite as I've looked at this. We have username Zeke Dancer 404. She said, "I wonder out loud if he was single," which confirmed he is. He had such a great smile. And then we have Mormon Goalie Girl. I want to be friends with this guy on Facebook. And my favorite is from Crispy Girl 17. I love you, smiling guy. Marry me. So have you had any girls contact you about this?
There's been a couple on Facebook that have added me.
And they just reached out because you smiled at the camera?
Pretty much.
Okay. So, all right, you'll have to keep us updated if anything transpires from that.
Well,
For your adoring fans, tell us a little bit about yourself. We know you're LDS and you're from Melbourne, Australia, but what about your family, your work, your age, any really random fact about yourself?
family. I was born and raised in the church, so all my families are members. I'm 22. I'm a self-employed carpenter, so I've been working myself. And random facts, I'm just a random guy.
Okay. So one last thing. I know people have asked us on just how they can reach you. Is there any way you prefer to be contacted?
Probably just on Facebook. That'll be fine.
Okay. Well, Dan, we really appreciate your time in doing this. I know you didn't expect this to take off like it did.
Sure, it did.
People just wanted to get to know who was the smiling guy at conference. So to finish up and for old time's sake, how about you look into the camera and smile? All right.
How about that?
Well, thanks again, Dan. We hope to see you at next conference.
Not a problem. Thanks a lot.
Take care.
Yeah.